What's up, everybody? It's your boy JD, and welcome to another special episode of TTR. Today, we're going to do something different. We're not even going to talk about wrestling. We're talking about wrestling, but in a different light. We're going to have some opinions today about some things that were said over the week and weekend here. But before we jump into it, of course, it's your boy JD, and right underneath me, we got our boy Dirty Dan.
Yep.
Let's go. Right underneath Dirty Dan, we got Mickie Black, the Wagwan Warrior.
Wagwan, everyone, Wagwan.
And right underneath Mickie Black, we got Main Event RJ.
With the strap, day 98.
We're on day something. I done lost. I don't even know. But
I got us 98.
if you're part of the IWC, also the internet wrestling community, you might have seen a little back and forth this week between Swerve Strickland. He was on a interview with DJ Vlad.
House?
Swerve's house.
Swerve's house.
Yes, sir.
An
interview with
Love it.
DJ Vlad. And he had some things to say about Booker T. You guys can check that out. I don't really want to dive into that portion because it was very lighthearted what Swerve said. But Mickie Black, you have a little bit of what he said. So go ahead and let me know what Swerve said, just to offer a little bit of backstory before I dive into the Booker T thing.
Nothing too crazy. All what he said was that regarding on Booker T is that this all stemming from the N-word incident.
Yeah,
from way back in the day.
But even before that, there was a little run into, and this is what led Swerve to even speak about this. But go ahead. This is the quote that Booker T kind of addresses here.
Booker T means Swerve, bro?
Yeah, Swerve. Sorry, go ahead. Yeah.
The guy fucked up. But
no, that Booker addresses, because we're going to be diving into the Booker T video. Yeah, so no, I was right. Yeah, I was right.
Oh, okay, my bad. But Swerve said,
dumb crowd.
Hey, y'all love me for it.
Go ahead.
But Swerve said that's not what happened when Vince said the N-word in front of you. That's not being treated fairly, in my opinion. To that same is not what I'm saying. I'm saying what the people are saying. I'm saying what your audience is saying. So it's not just me talking out my ass out of nowhere.
So I think because that was said because Booker T, Swerve left WWE, and he has some things to say about WWE and the lack of diversity in the way that they treat some talent. And he said that he wanted to be a Triple H guy, and he can never become that, but he was always a Shawn Michaels guy, and he was trying to become a Triple H guy and become big. He mentioned things like fighting Roman and then them putting him back on NXT or wrestling with NXT people, and he was confused by that. So then I guess those comments, Booker T responded and said, well, I guess, that Swerve Strickland wasn't as good as what he thought. I'm paraphrasing here, but that's kind of what Booker T said, because, black talent has always shined on WWE, and Booker T pointed to himself and said that I am successful. So then Swerve Strickland then responded on DJ Vlad with what Meech just said, and now we're here. We are now here where Booker T is at, responding again to Swerve Strickland. So there's been a little bit of back and forth here. Now, this is what Booker T had to say.
I know people want to hear about me clearing the air as far as Swerve Strickland, okay? And me personally, what's your thoughts?
Context would be great. Can I play the clip?
Yeah.
Is that fine?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this is
They play the clip for us. Amazing.
From Swerve Strickland's interview with Vlad.
Beat us to the punch.
Beat us to the punch.
So
there it goes.
Swerve responds.
For the company for a long time, and I know I've been treated fair for the last 20 years.
That's not what happened when Vince said the N-word in front of you. That's not being treated fair, in my opinion.
Okay, so let's stop there real quick, TTR fam, because I do want to kind of pause this and talk about it while we walk through it, okay? Firstly, is that fair to even kind of bring it up right there if you're Swerve? Do you feel like Swerve was kind of poking the bear there? Like, do you feel like even in that comment alone, or do you feel
no,
like... go ahead. Sorry, go ahead.
I would say no, because he's talking about something that happened, and he's going based on what happened back in the day on when we're talking about black talent or anything racial in the WWE.
That's true.
And you did nothing about it, and he's just going based on what was shown to us.
Well, let's not jump ahead. We'll see.
Not even that. If it was taking a shot, I don't even care, because at the end of the day, Booker T took the shot first.
Yeah,
Booker T pretty much just said,
yeah.
He said,
you're not a top guy.
You didn't have enough talent, obviously.
True.
Which wasn't the case.
True.
It's because Vince McMahon, never mind.
Well, we're gonna get into that.
That statement is not even what I'm saying. I'm saying what people are saying. I'm saying what your audience is saying. So it's not just me just talking out of my ass out of nowhere. It's what your audience has been complaining about for the better part of like 2-3 years from not seeing black talent even getting single matches on PLEs and stuff like that.
But which we talked about
Mhm.
on TTR as well, is the lack of
We have.
black talent on PLEs. RJ has alluded to it, as well as all of us. But RJ, I remember just even talking about didn't do anything for Black History Month, like not even acknowledge it, which is crazy.
Whoa! I said that. I
You
said
did.
that.
I know
I
you
said
did,
that.
but I said, but so did
Because I
RJ.
said someone across the street was definitely putting something on for Black History Month every night.
You said
Just saying.
AEW was definitely, yep, yeah, definitely said that, and yeah, I mean, I agree. So there is some
You know
truth
what I
here
said
with
it too. I
Swerve.
don't care. How about that?
I said we all said it, but I said I remember
I'm being a
RJ
smart ass
saying
'cause he had to
but I
come
don't
in here
know.
real quick.
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I don't know, bro. He loves the attention. I don't get it.
It's
Anyway,
not.
we
Look,
continue.
Reginald said it first,
you go.
okay, man?
I mean, first or whenever, but all he said was he was disappointed in WWE for not even acknowledging like Black History Month. So nothing, not even like nothing. So
There was some questions about, Swerve Strickland, and did AEW overpay for him? WWE thought they paid him over market value, and Swerve, I think, was on the Breakfast Club and was discussing, his WWE run and lack thereof. And I believe you said something regarding, I'm trying to figure out what he's talking about. I'm black, so I'm just trying to understand if something happened to him personally. Maybe he should have thought he should have been a bigger star in the WWE.
that feels personal off the bat from Booker T. I ain't gonna lie. Like it
Yeah,
sounds
yeah.
like you're
Bro, do
protecting
what he's
the
doing.
WWE. It just sounds like you're protecting the WWE to me.
Yeah, because I know I don't remember if he brings it up, if it's this or if it's something else. Because Mark Henry also says the same thing about like the company that he was quote successful, but both of them had one major title run and a very comedic start to their careers. Like Mark Henry was literally helping Mae Young give birth to a hand. Booker T was getting pooped on by the established WWE guys because the first thing The Rock said to him when he came to the company was, "Who are you?" It's like, is I don't even want to like bring up being humiliating to start because like who cares? Whatever they did their job. They eventually got to that thing. But is the one major world title run success when they've proven that their WWE, at least their idea of success is 15 plus world titles, 12 plus world titles. So it's like you were definitely there, but were you a success for them, or were you just given that for whatever reason, whether it be because you took it out the chin when Vince said the N-word to you, or the fact that you don't bring up the fact that it's probably pretty toxic in the back, especially with a racist white dude running the things. Like, at what point is it success, and then at what point is it, hey man, you've been here a while, here's your world title run, so you can, not tell everybody that we kind of treat you like shit for for being brown. Like, I don't, because Mark Henry, like I said, Mark Henry said the same thing. It's just like you had one, and to be fair, they were good, and the company has to be good to give them that platform. But I don't know. I feel like they're giving themselves not too much credit, because I don't want to say that, because I'm not trying to discredit what they did either.
No, at all. No.
They're overvaluing what could be seen as a failure because it was one world title run and they don't last very long.
And
so
you should have had more. Like someone like Booker T should have had more. And it feels like that you were actually suppressed. I'm not sure if Booker T sees his own suppression, but go ahead, Mickie Black, before I continue with the video.
Like when you look at the people, like you said, RJ, the success of people holding the straps and whatnot, you have Ric Flair that held 16, John Cena at 16, Randy Orton's at like 14, Triple H is at like, I think like maybe like 10 or 12.
A lot.
But like you see all the people, and not to be that guy, but they're all white. Not a single black person is not even sniffing 5. Correct? If I'm wrong, please tell me. But not a single black guy is sniffing 5 straps.
They're gonna say The Rock, but again, we're talking about. We're talking about. But I know what you're saying. You mean like I got you. Not that The Rock is not black.
No, I understand. I hate when people use that. The Rock's black. Nope, stop.
But stop.
I know his dad.
I know exactly what we're talking about. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Like we don't have like a single black person that has at least 5 different title reigns in their tenure in the WWE. That's all I'm just saying. John Cena has 16. ahead.
There's only like 6 total in the company. So
I think Farouk held the title too, but very early on in WWF history. Not even like, you know. So
I hate when
I said
It was
WCW. You
Yeah,
are
so
right.
it
It was
yeah.
WCW.
When he went to WWF, Vince wouldn't even let him win a
You're
title.
right. It was WCW. Yeah, we had Farouk. You're right. WCW.
We had one black person win a strap under Vince. I think one, but I'm gonna say Kofi, and bro lost it the same week in 7 seconds.
I mean, in the most disgusting way.
It was
the same week, but I hear you. Yes.
It
felt that way because that was so bad.
Bro.
Yeah, I got you.
Still talking about this race thing. I've been working for the company for a long time, and I know I've been treated fairly for 20 years. So that was
verbatim. That's exactly what I said. And I don't think you're gonna find.
He's talking about I. He's talking about I. While meanwhile, Swerve seems to be talking for everybody. That's what it seems like because you're saying I. That's what it seems like. So now you can give Swerve the upper hand no matter even what, because it seems as if you're saying I'm being selfish here. But I'm gonna continue.
Black AEW champion. We discussed that on the show, and here was your reaction to that.
I'm a big fan of Swerve Strickland, man. I saw him in the airport, a couple of months ago, and him and I we networked a little bit. Then, but to see Swerve Strickland become the first black champion.
They gotta fix their damn captions. I've been going through all the captions. They got it all wrong.
Awesome. I was
Jeez, so bad.
this morning how Kofi Kingston just won it not too long ago, and now
we talked about Kofi.
That just lets you know the generational gap. Like when I won it, and then it was so like when Ron Simmons won it, and then it was so many years before another one won it, and then it was so many years before another one won it. This shows progress, in professional wrestling. So for me, I'm all down with Swerve Strickland being the world champion, not just because for anything from a showpiece perspective or anything like that. This dude is really that damn good inside the square circle. He deserves to be the world champion. I'm a big fan.
That was what you said regarding Swerve's world title win.
That's high praise right there. I mean, and you know what? You know what? I don't like. Like I said, I was at an event this weekend. I was at an event this weekend in Richmond, Virginia.
I'm gonna say he starts off with some smoke. It seemed like, all right. It seemed like he already up. Okay.
And lo and behold, who was at the same event with me, actually as a part of the same party. It was literally the first person I run into the morning of the event. And just like Swerve Strickland said, me having the energy when Vince McMahon said the N-word, I rest assured I had the energy when I saw him.
But why don't you have the energy for Vince though?
That's where I stopped just for a second. I stopped.
Okay.
That's my initial feeling. Yeah, that's my initial feeling. So like you're mad at Swerve. Shit. Go ahead, Dirty. Dan, real quick.
So you duck the question.
Duck. For now. We're gonna continue, but I hear you for now.
This motherfucker been duck goosing the whole time. So you duck the question, but then you're gonna go on your platform and be like, but I had all the smoke for Swerve.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Okay, that is so weird. So you let a white man go on TV and say the N-word, but another brother calls you out and you're like, I got all the smoke for the brother.
Yeah, I got time today.
That's true.
What?
That's true. Yeah.
Especially, it's super weird. I'm sorry, it's super weird because in that clip, initially, he says like, it was one guy, then it was a while, then it's another guy, and then it takes a while, then another black guy. It's like, so you still see them as the good guys, acknowledging the large gaps, but they're still on the good side.
Listen, for the amount of talent that the WWE had as far as for male talent, right? I'm not talking about the female talent right now. The male talent. How is it that, Mercedes, now been back then with Sasha Banks, and Bianca Belair has had more titles than any black male talent they ever had on their roster?
Crazy.
Other than The Rock, which we're not calling The Rock.
Right.
I'm a rebuttal to that.
Nobody, no male has won the title more than twice.
Go ahead,
Bianca has 3, and Mercedes has 6.
But I'm gonna say to this though, the reason why they got that though, because they care enough, and they were, I don't want to say bitching, but they were fighting for what they wanted.
Right.
The women were letting them know, like, yo, like this is what we want. We're not gonna stand for it, and they're standing up for themselves. I feel like the male guy do it too.
Yo, you had Farouk, you had Mark Henry,
and Mark Henry,
you had Bobby Lashley.
Bobby
Lashley not winning the title more than twice. It's fucking crazy.
You had Shelton Benjamin.
And we never let him sniff the title.
MVP. You had nothing. Like y'all just we can name a lot, but hold on, let's keep going.
And I had a conversation with Swerve Strickland. Let's talk about the conversation in depth as far as what I told Swerve Strickland. I had an offer to be on Vlad TV before as well, and I turned it down. And they called me back and they offered me money.
Vlad said that was a lie. He tweeted that out. I don't know if that's a lie or not, but according to the screenshots,
I wasn't going to go on, on Vlad TV and him make me look like a fool in front of the world. I was not going to do that.
Okay, here's my problem with that though. No. I really got going on this one because Swerve Strickland a fool for going on DJ Vlad. Mark Henry's been on there. Maven's been on there. So how about them wrestlers? They corny too? Your man Mark Henry, is he a sellout for doing that? Because you're making it seem like going on Vlad TV is a sellout move.
Now,
but Mark Henry was on there. A lot of wrestlers, Mike Tyson was on there.
Now I'm gonna say this. I know that DJ Vlad has a very he has a persona around him. I'm gonna say that.
But even amongst blacks, we look at him a certain way.
Yeah, I'm gonna get that. I said, he has a certain persona amongst the hip hop community because if you're in the hip hop community, you know who DJ Vlad is.
I mean,
and if you know, everyone says he's a culture vulture. So I know
that's what Joe
that stigma is following DJ Vlad, and I see why people say that. Either I feel like some people are just self-snitching, but that's not here nor there.
That's not the case here.
No, I know. I'm just saying, but if you know, that's what people get themselves wrapped up for self-snitching, but that's not here nor there.
Right.
In this specific situation, I feel like the Swerve was just talking.
He was having a regular old conversation.
He's just talking.
I don't care what show you're on. Okay. Mm-hmm. What does that change the facts of what he said?
Facts.
You're I'm not saying you. I'm saying what's a Booker T? He's focusing on. He went on DJ Vlad.
Facts.
But what does that got to do? If my man went on Oprah, were you gonna have the same energy?
Facts.
Well, if he went on,
I'm just
trying
saying,
to invalidate the platform that was.
No, you're right. You're right. Because he's a culture vulture, he knows that he can run with that narrative. Don't get me wrong.
I don't watch DJ Vlad. I think he's corny. But at the end of the day,
look,
I don't think Swerve's corny for going in there and getting his bag. Having an interview.
I'll be the guy up top to tell y'all I watch DJ Vlad all the time. That man's interview skills are the shit.
No, they are. He knows what to do to get you talking.
Right. I mean, it takes a mastermind to build that type of shit. So I tell you that.
But my thing is this: didn't Booker T say I'm all about black people getting their bag?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, the brother got a bag. What are you mad about? Because he said your name and said some facts.
Yep. That's it. He called him out a little bit.
I wouldn't go on Vlad TV and say anything negative towards any black man that's ever been in this business because I know how hard it is for all of them. I've been the first one to say any brother getting his bag, I'm all in, 100%. But I told Swerve Strickland to his face how disappointed I am in him as a young brother because all I did for Swerve Strickland.
I'm disappointed in you, OG.
Put him over and put him on a pedestal as being one of the best out there that ever did it. He deserved being the AEW champion. And for him to say something like that about me, I don't know if these guys think racism stopped in 1990 when I got the
kills
business,
me.
But it didn't. Okay, you may not hear about a lot of racial issues with Booker T because I handled racial issues.
This part kills me.
I broke down barriers for people like Swerve Strickland. Swerve Strickland perhaps would not even be here if it wasn't for me. I have to apologize for nothing that I've done in this business because I've gone out there and literally represented in the ring, out of the ring, from day one all the way to this day in 2025. Okay, you speak on Vince McMahon and him saying the N-word. You want me to be angry black man in the company. You want
Yeah.
That'll be the time. Yeah.
Mark Henry was.
Yeah.
Mark Henry got punished for it, but he kept it real.
Listen,
He got punished for it and got sent off and all this other bullshit, but he ain't back down.
all I know is Bret
But your
Hart.
ass back down.
All I know is Bret Hart smacked and spit on Vince McMahon.
Nope. Punched him.
Punched him.
Pow.
And spit on him. Right on
And
live
you know
TV.
what? And how dare he say, "Oh, if it wasn't for me, people would like Swerve wouldn't be here." Well, you know
Yo,
what? If it wasn't
crazy.
people for like Junkyard Dog who dealt with the real
Bro,
racism,
Oh my God.
you
Yeah,
wouldn't be here. How about that?
Yeah,
Oh,
so
man.
please stop, bro. That one killed me.
How
That
about the
one
other?
killed
How
me.
about the other wrestlers that actually had to deal with the real racism? I'm not saying racism
He
ain't real,
didn't.
but I'm talking
Right.
about your racism right now is kind of lighthearted compared to back then.
Right,
They had
yeah.
to fear for their lives.
Right. Yeah.
That's the reason you here. So don't say Swerve's only here because of me. Because I'm the five-time. Shut up, man.
Oh, man.
I mean,
Stop
if
your
not,
shit.
What a
open
time.
doors
What a
and-
time.
and make spaces for people like you. That's what you want.
People like you is crazy.
Swerve Strickland. I hope you're never gonna be in the movies. I hope you never.
I hope this point absolutely gets me killed, man. I can't even what?
Going to be on a movie set because you might hear somebody say the N-word, and if you got a problem with it, they're going to tell your ass to get the hell out of here.
Good.
So Booker T has been on sets where they just use this word openly, and we just turn the other cheek
Apparently.
because I'm getting
Okay,
paid.
hold on, time out.
That's all I'm
I need to
hearing.
know, what movie was he on?
Right. I need to know too.
I'm
need
not
to
being
know
a
as
smart
well.
ass. There's no shot. What movie was he on that I don't know about?
I don't know.
I want to hear.
This is a movie, all right?
This is a movie, all right? I don't know.
And I'm upset.
I don't know what point that was trying to prove. If you're on a movie set and you get called the N-word, again, it didn't seem like Booker T a turn the other cheek type of guy.
So what he basically said was he turned the other cheek.
Yeah.
You just said it
Yeah,
because
you just said it.
You're
Yeah.
not admitting saying, yeah, I let a lot of them be racist and I let it slide. You're just using the analogy, well, if you're on the movie set.
Right.
Get the
We're
hell out.
dancing around
So you're
it.
pretty
Yeah.
much saying, I kept my mouth shut because I didn't want to get thrown out.
He knew
That's what I
something
heard.
like shit happened like that to him.
And
besides
to
the
me,
Venture Man stuff.
To me, I would appreciate that if you was real like that. If you was like, look, I was making a bag, my family, you know what I mean? I ain't interrupting that, but all right. I don't respect it, but I get it. You not about to fuck your bag up. But he ain't even say that. We dancing around it
I'm disappointed.
I'm sorry, go RJ.
I don't like the point that he made earlier. The point of he was trying to elevate Swerve because of there still being established racism in the area, and he wants to push people up rather than bring them down. I don't think that's a good mindset to have because I'm biracial, I'm bisexual, and I'm on the spectrum. But if you're autistic, brown, and wrong, you should be held responsible for being wrong, regardless of whatever. I don't care.
Facts.
I don't like the idea that it's I brought him up as a black man. Why is he bringing me down? He's not bringing you down. He's holding you responsible because you are a public figure, and you're kind of using the small bit of responsibility you have, which is be a voice for people that look like you, and you didn't do it. So it's not like Swerve isn't trying to cancel
Bash you.
He's trying to hold you responsible for what you did and clearly didn't do it using the medium that you're so proud of to show off now. So I kind of wish he, I don't know, held back on trying to almost make it look like Swerve's just the bad guy for attacking when that's not really what was going on.
What was going on? That's a great point.
That's what I'm trying to figure out. When does this become? Well, I know this has been a thing, but why is this a thing that can't talk about your race? What are you talking about? If you are wrong, you wrong.
Yeah.
All right.
That's all that.
So just because I'm Puerto Rican, if another Puerto Rican fucks up, I'm saying something. You ain't gonna tell me, man. We supposed to be like, no, we ain't family, dog.
Yeah.
We're not family, dog.
No, that's 100. No, it's 100. I respect that. That's a great point. That's a solid point.
Because what I told him, and I'll repeat it, just like I repeated it to him. You got played. You got played, bro. You got played. You let that man play you and pit you against me and me against you. I don't know how many stories you ever heard about that on Vlad TV, but it's many of them.
See, he's running with that narrative. He just wants to run with that
That's what I
narrative.
say.
He's running with that
But he
narrative.
said that was Oprah. Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, no, he's running with the narrative.
Black
He's trying
man,
to.
because Vlad is pitting them against each other. I don't know how many people.
What's crazy is that Matt Hoffa had Vlad on his joint. Matt Hoffa, like known as a street dude. What? Come on, bro, stop.
Got locked up from the federal perspective by going on Vlad TV.
That's because they snitch on
What the hell
themselves.
you doing on
It's because they snitch
Vlad
on themselves.
TV? First of all, what have you done to be on Vlad TV?
That's craziness.
What have
that
you
is
done?
so dismissive, bro.
Yo,
It's so
how
bad.
how many
It's
world
so
titles
bad
have
by Booker,
how many world titles have Swerve won?
It's so bad by Booker.
He's holding one right now.
I
Yeah.
mean, and it's the same amount as Booker T in less time. I mean, it might not be in WWE.
That's the point
but
I'm making.
Oh my God.
He a world champion.
What you mean? What he has done, bro? I see him do more. I've seen him done more for the community and be on TV talking about the community more than your ass did. So what are you
Facts.
talking
Listen,
about
facts,
compared
bro.
to what you did?
Facts, bro.
It's
And we're not.
ridiculous
I'm not
shit.
even trying to be here pointing fingers, but you out here attacking somebody. And you
what's-
act like he hasn't been out
what's-
here. Were you on social media when he was
What's
out here
crazy-
doing his thing?
What's crazy is he said, what have you done? If you go watch Vlad interview, Vlad is talking about all his bloody, crazy matches that were gory that people remember and still talk about. All because you don't pay attention to Swerve and you don't see him as a top talent doesn't mean a couple thousand or a few million don't see him that way. Like, come on,
And
bro, stop.
respectfully, what do people remember you for? A spinner Rooney?
Yeah.
5 times.
The comedy
Five
skits with
times.
gold dust. Well, there's nothing wrong with that, but I'm just saying. People
wait,
remember
wait,
you
wait.
for spinner Rooney and some comedy skits.
Hold on, he got
more
Not
that
your
King Booker
wrestling.
shit.
Not your wrestling.
Hold on,
For
we
sure.
got one spot that we're going over when he had the grocery John with Steve Austin.
But
Oh,
again,
yeah.
they
Yeah,
remember
that
him.
was acting.
No, but
That's
they
not
remember
wrestling.
him for something with somebody else.
Right.
Right.
Swerve is
Right.
known because he's
He
known.
did it. He did it. Oh,
People
he
remember
got the whole
you
thing
for
from-
a move.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
they remember you for the comedy skits with Gold Dust, which they fucking were hilarious.
Right. Right.
Okay. So
No,
come on.
Booker T was that guy. Yeah, we're not trying to
No,
discredit
I'm not
him, bro.
saying.
We're just
but
giving
I'm
you
saying,
perspective.
But see, I'm not knocking him. But if you're gonna go at Swerve, now you're just opening yourself up that people can come
Yeah.
at you.
Right.
Time out, bro.
Right. Right.
That's just my opinion on that. And as far as Swerve Strickland, just like I say, and me having to.
He seems lost in his words. I'm be honest. Like it seemed like he just rattled.
veracity.
We just talked.
I got all that. Because I'm still.
See, I got
6'3",
all that. See, he's so.
He's doing more than
230
talking.
pounds of romping, stomping.
He's doing the whole
grave
thing.
down,
Yeah, I mean,
digging,
like-
No, bro.
destruction, jack.
This
We gotta
motherfucker
take a
is on
break.
his platform
He's talking crazy.
and he's cutting a promo like he's wrestling.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I
This
agree.
is why he's
It seemed
stumbling
like
over
a
his
promo.
words.
It seemed like a
He's
promo.
playing. Maybe he is angry,
It seemed like a promo.
but you're
I agree.
cutting
Can't help it.
I
a
agree.
promo
I agree.
like you're about to have a wrestling match.
I agree. It seems like he's cutting a promo. I ain't gonna lie.
But I will say this though on this
We'll
part
wrap
here.
it up. We'll wrap it up on this. Go ahead.
Yeah, I will.
Sorry.
I
yeah.
will say
No, you're good. This is
that
great.
Swerve is part of a company that had two black, male wrestlers and a prominent feud actually beefing over something that made sense. They're not beefing over beads.
Mhm.
They're not beefing over
He
hoes.
said beads.
They're not beefing over stupid shit. Stuff that actually makes sense and that
Oh my
leads
God,
to
remember-
something.
A
Remember
story.
how they
Like a real
had
story.
crime time? Like this is the kind of shit they did. Though. And
We-
don't get me wrong, they both had talent. I'm just saying.
No,
This
it's
is the kind of
so,
shit
like,
that
like
WWE pulled.
prejudice,
You know
bro.
what? All respect. With all due respect, Triple H. You should just have Shawn Michaels running.
For
like
shit.
Shawn Michaels actually gives
Absolutely.
a fuck about
By
blacks.
talent.
Let's just get it straight.
Browns and women. He
And
likes
women.
them.
Yes.
I'm just
Brown
saying,
and
but,
women.
but I mean, he
It's the
actually
truth.
gives a fuck. He's
Right.
doing something.
Right.
Mhm.
No, I agree.
Why
I
do
agree.
people gotta watch NXT to watch black talent get elevated?
Yeah.
Ridiculous
and,
shit.
and like real black talent. Like we got Lash on there. And she, oof.
Yup.
That is a black woman
I'll
all
make
the
another
way.
point real quick. I know this is going off the beaten path.
Oh, you
Yo,
think?
explain to me. I don't even watch AEW, people. Okay, but I know for a fact that from some of the shit I've seen, how is Shelton Benjamin made more of a star
Oh
there
my God,
than when he
looks so
was in
good.
WWE,
At 40
where
and
everybody
50,
knew
bro.
he was
At
a
40
fucking
years
freaking
old,
nature.
bro. At 40 years old,
Crazy
he
shit.
looks better.
Now he goes to a different company. They actually let him show off his fucking wrestling skills and make him a
Yep.
fucking beast.
I mean, Ricochet looks better than ever. I mean,
Come on.
You see the vision.
And-
You see the vision.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's plenty. Yeah, there's plenty. There's plenty. And AEW does it well. I was gonna hop into Mickie James a little bit, but I think I'm gonna skip over that because I don't know. I just feel like it's kind of like a throw in now. I feel like this was like a 30-minute video for Booker T. This was a good combo.
I mean,
again, we could talk about it. I just don't. TTR family, we're gonna talk about Mickie James a little bit. I thought we were just gonna do the 30-minute video, but you know what? We're gonna do it all. Let's talk about Mickie James a little bit. We watch LFG. I don't know about you, TTR family, but you should be watching LFG as well. Catching on A&E. Well, on Sundays, right? 8 o'clock A&E.
Yep.
Really good show. It's like reality based, shows you a lot of new talent that's coming up. And one of the things that arrived, and I'll pass it to Michi Black in a second. One of the things that arrived in this show was Mickie James came and had some words for a young talent. Now go ahead, Michi Black, and let us know what Mickie James had to say about her.
She said it's very frustrating when women go out there and wrestle and all I see is their ass. And I can't look past it, and it's all I see. It's very distracting. So you want to be taken seriously as a wrestler, but you're wrestling in pretty much jazzed up lingerie. And that's my opinion. That's come from someone who had her ass on TV a lot. End quote. That is crazy for her to say.
I love that she put in there that somebody who had her ass out on TV a lot. So then I'm gonna pose it this way before we even dissect what she's trying to get at here. Is she coming from a place of knowledge and growth and understanding? Or is this more of the old lady kind of just being annoyed by the young ladies and how they dress?
Now, I'm going to say, I don't think she meant it in a hurtful way. I think she's really trying to be uplifting because she's come from a person that she knew she had her ass on TV. So maybe she doesn't want the next generation coming up. Danny, I know. I have to be the devil's advocate, bro. I got to.
She was involved in panty matches. She agrees. She knows.
She said, but also regarding this talent, she also said that she liked what she was doing in the ring if you watch the episode. So she did give her, her high remarks, but she just didn't like the ass out and the skin showing. However, I digress.
Okay. So she said that she couldn't focus on the wrestling because of the short shorts and still focused on the good wrestling. That just doesn't seem like that. So about that sounds like you did that up, but I mean,
I'm about to say, the only thing I agree with her with is that, yes, it's distracting because, ass is ass.
Right. It distracts my wife. She's like, what?
Okay, look. This is where I got a problem with. She is acting like the old lady right now.
To some extent, I agree. Go ahead.
Fuck the WWE days, right? She had her titties out pretty much when she was in fucking TNA.
All the time.
All the time. Okay.
So what are you talking about? And that was you being the older lady and supposedly more seasoned. You were still doing the same thing. So what are you talking about now? Because you don't wrestle no more. It's distracting.
Because she got new eyes now, bro. When you're not wrestling no more.
The majority of the roster don't cover up, okay?
No.
Rhea's ass is out.
Yes. We play into it.
Tiffany Stratton is borderline about to get censored.
Her titty's
she
always
said
out.
herself. Right. She said she's a wardrobe malfunction away.
Wait, yeah, it's crazy.
You know what I mean?
But you have to understand,
bottom line
that
is,
plays into the show.
Well, not even that. Let's just keep it a book, all right? Yes, there's plenty of female fans, right? But the majority of your fans are male.
Pause, though. Pause.
What?
Even if you forget the majority of the male fan base, you just said that there is a female fan base. What do you think they're watching? So you don't think
they love Rhea?
They love Rhea.
I see a lot of them.
They love Roman. They love Jay. They love Jimmy. They love all these guys with six packs.
Drew. They love Drew.
They love Drew. Blue eyes, long hair. They love all of these guys as much as we love girls. Listen, sex appeal, sex appeal. That's just that's just a part of it now. You gotta kind of have it. Not every wrestler can, be dressed up. There are a few though. Io Sky is amazing. She is a top-notch level wrestler though. Not everybody is just as good as she is. And I know you could say train. Only so much training Bianca could do in her big muscular body before she can't she's not doing flips like Io. Io has a body type and a specific. So there's certain girls, and this one I'm trying to get at with EO. There's certain females who can get away with being fully dressed because your talent speaks for everything, because you got the body type, you got the makeup, you got the perfect type of work ethic for that. Bianca is somebody who's just naturally bigger. Jay is somebody who's naturally bigger. They're gonna naturally rip out of their clothes, bro. Like that's kind of just, again, guys with six packs rip out of their clothes. Y'all love The Rock. Y'all were watching Fast and Furious because of Vin Diesel and all these. Y'all love sex appeal any other time until it's something that you just kind of disagree with. It kills me. Sex runs America, bro. Like y'all feed off of this. If like when like for example,
your husband's a huge fucking guy.
For example, when we go to Saudi and all the females dress up, y'all be sitting there. I don't think Mickie James be as entertained when all them girls is dressed up. They ain't looking as fine as they used to when they got
cover up from head to toe.
That's what I'm saying. Like, of course you want to see.
Still looking good. I don't care when
you, of course, but I'm just saying, like, you be looking good, but it's missing a little something. It's just something when you see a wrestler dripped out and whatever it might be. And certain wrestlers get away with it, but we're not gonna act like Stacy Keibler wasn't doing splits, but walking in between, showing her ass cheeks. Like, this is what we grew up on, and now y'all want us to get unaccustomed from it. It's like almost impossible. And again, Mickie James is one of the people who had a bra and panties match, bruh. We was out there, like Edge was fucking Lita on the stage, bro. Like, what is we talking about?
I feel like the women wrestlers get more respect now than they did back in the day, and they still dressing the way they dress.
But let's keep the beam, though.
We appreciate the sexy. It's like, oh my God, it's powerful, it's embracing.
Just because you look good, if you can't wrestle,
we don't give a fuck. We don't care.
Yeah, but listen, I was about to say, like, even when we're watching, like, let's say, like, WWE Raw or SmackDown, when we're talking about these matches, especially the women matches, we're not saying, like, oh, look at her ass, you see?
Never.
Like, we're actually talking about the wrestling.
Never.
Like, it's a what's the word we're looking for? Go ahead.
Steffi Two Belts is out here. She is a beautiful, absolutely stunning.
Yes.
And we're talking about her having two belts. Like, we don't really, we just don't. It's there. It's cool, bro. She
No
got
one's
a big old
gooning.
butt and she cute. Okay.
No one's gooning like people think they are. Like, you see it on Twitter, but in like real life, no one's gooning as much as the people do on the internet.
And those weirdos, you can't control them no matter what.
Exactly.
They're gonna go on the internet and say Rhea's butthole. Like, they're gonna search it up anyway. It doesn't. You can't control them anyway. Like, it doesn't matter.
There is nothing better than seeing a pretty woman kick somebody's ass.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Listen,
in a bra.
I don't get it.
Or I mean, or in that lingerie that you say. Oh my God, it's so tough and so.
No,
empowering.
it's the truth, because like you said, most of the male wrestlers are wearing trunks, bro.
Yo, for real, they dick is
Literally.
out.
Unless you're Roman Reigns wearing jeans, but that's a pretty motherfucker.
Randy Orton is one of these guys who are so dreamy to these girls. Look at his arms and and all he does is wear a little fucking Speedo. His dick is out all the time, bro. Like, what are we talking about?
Trunks.
Women love
trunks, bro.
CM Punk and Dominic. You know, like,
right. Bro, John Cena is the only man that got away with the sex appeal that women liked him.
He got a monkey
had
butt
jorts,
on his head right
and he
now.
had jorts on. He the only one. Outside, like, bro, Stone Cold had on underwear, bro. Women liked him. Oh, he got nice eyes. Oh my God, the Texas rattle.
He had hair. He had the holes. He had the holes.
I'm just saying, bro. Everybody got trunks on. Everybody be having they meat out. The Rock had his meat out, bro. Like, it's cool. Like, we
hold on. That's the people strudel. Okay?
What's going on in this?
I'm just saying.
We're talking the truth, though.
I'm just
It's
speaking
the truth.
I'm speaking true because Mickie James talking about ass
for the
being
ladies
out.
too, man.
Right. I'm just speaking for the ladies too. Mickie James talking about ass being out as if Mickie James ain't out here watching penis fly around. Don't act like that shit ain't a part of it. Like, that's why females line up. Like, of course, there's some horny ass motherfuckers in this world. It's still a part of wrestling.
But
we
listen.
just don't accept it.
But the way that she made it, you would have thought when you go to like WWE events, people trying to rush the barricades to go to the ring because the women come out.
Nah,
like,
that's not what she made it seem.
I'm gonna be real.
That's not what she said.
I'm gonna be real. I've been talking shit this whole time, which I mean, I say talking shit, but
we always
I'm not gonna
shit,
say
so
her heart
TTR.
wasn't in the right place.
Nah, she said the right thing,
Her
man.
heart was in the right place. It's just
maybe the messenger.
Maybe it was what you said, bro. It doesn't matter who the messenger.
Doesn't matter.
Okay,
you have to look at the past.
I don't give a fuck.
Look at what
if
you
it was
did.
somebody who was fully clothed and very. It's still tone deaf in today's the stop.
And again, it's empowering. Like, you look at Bianca making her own ring gear.
Yeah.
Like, she does that. It's empowering. It's like, I get to show off my assets and then my ability. It's not just like, look at my ass. It's a part of it. It's a part of you. We enjoy it just like you enjoy the six-pack on a man.
Yeah, and it's kind of unfair too when you think about it, because they are in the world of sports, right? Like they're, it's a predetermined thing, but they're doing a lot of athletic stuff. A lot of athletes wear like shorter gears for the movement and stuff.
Maybe like crazy.
Look at gymnasts.
Gymnastics.
Yeah, I've heard the women go on interviews and talk about the difference between tights and long pants. Some of them just like the tights. So it doesn't even have to be that it's trying to be sexy. It's probably just easier for them to move around their body.
That's very true too.
You gotta do a lot of movement all at once. It's kind of, they probably want to be at least a little comfortable.
And look, you see, he's attacking it as a man in reality. Us as horny men, I was saying, look, I'm okay with seeing that big old butt of yours, but I like the fucking talent. Like I'm really interested in the talent.
Well, I'll be honest with you. Rhea fucked up the whole game. Because like she's embraced it so much. Like everybody's like, "Hey, fuck it, man."
Yeah, sex appeal and wrestling.
Rhea Ripley knows that she has a sea of gooners on fucking Twitter.
Yeah, she knows. She knows.
I mean,
and she loves it.
Fast enough. Coming back.
Oh my god. Well, TCR family, look, tell us how y'all feel. At this point, this video gonna be like 50 minutes long. What a beautiful conversation, though. Look,
gooners keep gooning. Don't worry about what she says, okay?
Look. Obviously, she's enjoying it. She's smacking her ass with a kendo stick. I know Mickie James had a lot to say about that. She was at home just disgraced.
Mickie James, who had a lesbian fucking storyline with Trish Stratus. Talking about,
man.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Don't worry, Mickie. I still love your ass too. It's all good. All right.
Mickie James, if you ever watch this, just know I grew. Oh man, never mind. All right, I love you. I still love you. You're still beautiful. Yeah, you're still beautiful. Oh my god.
That's
like watching her give. I was like, man, she. Anyway, TTR. Before I start bitching about Mickie James, love y'all. Appreciate everybody for watching. If you made it this far, thank you so much. If not, you need some glitch energy in your life. You see it right behind Michi Black, as always. Our partners at Glitch Energy.
Pillow.
He got the pillow. You can sleep. You know what I mean? After you drink your glitch energy and you get tired, you can pass out. There's no crash though, no crash. But shout out to y'all. Thank y'all for watching. Subscribe, like, all that good stuff. Until next time, y'all.